This is Lena Football. I am Lena, and it is pretty satisfying filming this video because we are going to talk about something really positive, and that is the ticket that Germany got for the Olympics in Paris. Let's get started. Almost 2 days have passed since Germany defeated the Netherlands, got the ticket to the Olympics, and I'm pretty sure that up to this moment you have seen news, that you have read articles about the performance of Germany, the goals, how the goals were scored, and that one big protagonist was Lena Overdorf. I'm pretty sure that you have seen this picture in the other videos, and yeah, this is not accident that I have the picture of her in this channel, because in this game she showed her capabilities at her best. That first goal that Germany scored, big part of it started and ended with Overdorf. Remember that she got the ball in the middle of the field, she made the run, a defense couldn't stop her, then she passed the ball, the cross from Jule, there was, there was a deflection from a defender from the Netherlands. Overdorf jumped and she saw Clara Buell there, so she passed the ball with the head, and then we all know that Clara Buell scored. Overdorf in this part was exceptional. That is why she's here. And I went through this DFB news in order to read and see how they perceive the game, and yeah, mostly describing what happened in the game. Interesting, the starting 11 that we had Sydney Lohmann in the attack, that we had Julie Brandt, and what she did in this game was exceptional. Yeah, that was a good decision by Horst Hrubesch. But yeah, that's what I saw there in this news. Yeah, repetition of things that I saw in other news. And why am I mentioning this? That you know, repeated things. Because there are 2 points in this game that nobody is mentioning and that I want to mention here. Number 1, a big name. Big name that, is in the shadows. I don't know why people do not mention her. Kathrin Hendrich. At some point I could even say that this game wasn't the Netherlands against Germany, but Bernstein against Kathrin Hendrich. As the game was progressing, I started following, tracking what Hendrich was doing, and yeah, absolutely, we could see that her mission was to mark Bernstein, and the way she did it was exceptional. She got a yellow card, that maybe you remember that oh, Hendrich, yellow card, and then people forgetting about her. That's what I think. But each time Germany was defending, or there was a counter-attack, the Netherlands attacking with a counter-attack, you could see that Hendrik was visually observing every single move that Bernstein did. So she was after Bernstein all the game long. Even in my notes I wrote Hendrich at her best. Yeah, that was around minute 25, I guess, according to what I have here. So the whole game, I don't know if I'm talking too much about Hendrich, because in the late 90s, early 2000s, I played football a lot, and my position was in the defense. So I was a stopper or a winger, a right or left winger because of my speed, a stopper because of my strength. So yeah, I don't know if because of that, I admire too much players with certain conditions. For example, Overdorf is a pretty strong player, pretty physical. And yeah, and the way Hendrich was performing, it made me feel really good to see a defense playing that way, because yeah, when I played, one of my biggest missions was to mark difficult players, strong players. I used to suffocate players. Yeah, that even they got, you know, pretty angry, starting like trying to hit me. So anyways, when I saw Hendrich, yeah, marking Bernstein in that way, you know, everyone in Germany doing what they had to do. You know, people say that, yeah, we wish they had done that against France, but believe me, my approach with all of these games was expecting Germany to get the ticket to the Olympics. So they have won the Nations League, good. If, yeah, they didn't win it, for me it is okay, no problem. So I wanted to see them in the Olympics. So they got it, they got the ticket. Other players that were at her best, according to my notes, then again, Julie Brandt, Clara Bühl, Overdorf, Nüsken, of course, Lea Schüller, Bob. So I'm able to mention everyone here. Hegering. Man, it was spectacular to see Germany playing that way with that physicality, you know, absolutely dominating the opponent. Yeah, that Germany in this game is the Germany we love to see. And there is a question here. Will Germany play in the Olympics this way against probably France and Spain? Because France and Spain are going to be there in the Olympics. And remember that in the Olympics we only have 12 teams. So the chances that Germany is in a group with France or Spain, yeah, they are pretty feasible. So will Germany play this way, the way they play against the Netherlands, against France, Spain? Do you think that it will work for them? I have my doubts, despite the fact that, yeah, this Germany was incredible in this game against the Netherlands, but Spain is another story. Maybe they can do it against France this way, but Spain is crazy thing. Believe me, it's crazy thing. So maybe Germany needs to have a joker card, something hidden that nobody knows in order to stop Spain, because we want Germany to stop Spain. And another thing that I want to mention here that I haven't seen in articles is the reaction of Hrubesch during the game. We need to say that he's a pretty, you know, emotional person. Yeah, he involves himself too much, and that's good. But yeah, something that caught my attention was in that Germans attack, in which, let me have a look at here, Julia Wynn in minute 38 was kind of alone, you know, attacking. Do you remember that she was completely alone? And yeah, she failed, she couldn't score. And minutes later, at the end of the first half, they showed how Hrubesch reacted to Wynn's failure, so to say. From that moment on, I started like paying attention to what they show about Hrubesch reactions, and yeah, I could notice that he was like intense with those reactions. So I was thinking, so I want to know your opinion about that. So in the comments you can, you know, share your perspective about it. It made me think about Maradona in 2010. You remember that Germany was thrashing Argentina 4-0, and the reactions of Maradona, yeah, it was like a little kid, you know, almost getting to tears. So that was pretty negative for the team, because, you know, Maradona for them was and is an icon, acting like a kid. So extremely emotional. So that could affect the team. So I was thinking about that. So Hrubesch with those reactions could be affecting the team, maybe? Because then again, we have the example in Argentina. Remember that Scaloni in this past World Cup, it was incredible to see that in the final they were ahead, 2 goals ahead, and he was like stone cold, not reacting, so keeping everything to himself. It's like the other it's like extremes, pretty extreme. So I don't know if those extremes both are negative, or maybe it is better to have a Scaloni and not a Maradona in the reactions. I mean, their reaction, not in the plan and the thing, but in the reactions. So Hrubesch was pretty reactive, I would call it like that. So, but yeah, it was not that extreme in the end, as I noticed. But a player that is attacking and then see the coach react in that way, and I think that it could be negative, you know? I don't know. So in your experience as players, or maybe as a fan watching a game and looking at the coach, what do you, or how do you see things? Do you prefer a coach that is pretty like energetic, reactive, like when there is frustration, shows frustration, or someone that keeps everything to itself, that is there no matter what's happening, just observing, you know? So what do you prefer? So in my case, I would prefer someone that is like quiet, just like communication with the side and signs, and like, you know, because when there is a coach that is pretty like yelling all the time, or pretty reactive, and you see frustration, you know that maybe you're not doing something okay, and that could affect mentally a player. So I don't know. In the comments, please share your perspective about this that I'm commenting, because I don't know, probably Hrubesch will be with the girls in Paris. So what will be the approach of him with regards his emotions? So I would like to see that. So anyways, these are my comments on the result of this game. So we know we're pretty happy, so we're pretty excited about what will happen. Let me show you. On March 20th, the group stage draw for the tournament will take place on 20th March, while the games will be officially open on 26th July. So in 19 days we will know the opponents Germany will face in the group stage. It would be, it would be incredible if we had the case that Germany confronted Colombia again, because remember, Colombia is here in this Olympics. So just imagine this: Germany, Colombia in the group stage, massive, pretty massive. So I would like to see that, to see if there's some payback. I don't know. So yeah, thank you for being here, thank you for following the channel. Please comment on my questions in this video. Of course, subscribe if you haven't done it, in the dark bell. You can activate all the videos that we are posting here. See you in the next video.